Welcome back. In this video, we are going to look at the preview, and we have seen the preview before at day one, but we haven't used the preview ever since, and it probably was really overwhelming at day one. And now let's look at it again and understand it a little better. So we have this preview, and it's a preview composable, and it was for our greeting function that we had before, but we don't use the greeting function anymore. So let's actually get rid of this preview altogether. What we're going to create is our own preview. So we can create our own preview by using add preview and then add composable. And then we need to set up our composable. So what is the preview that we want to have, and why would we even want to have a preview? Well, the thing is, currently, if you want to make a change to our user interface and see the result of that change, we need to run the whole application again. So what we want to do instead is we want to keep going with our changes and then the preview updating automatically, and we can directly see it in our split screen right here, for example. But that's something we need to set up. So in order to set it up, we're using the add preview keyword, then the add composable keyword, and then func and the name of the composable that we want to preview, which is in our case the unit converter. And then the suffix, so basically the addition at the end should be preview. The word that we need to enter afterwards is preview, okay? This is predefined, this has to be preview, and this before depends on the composable that you want to preview. In our case, it's the unit converter, which basically contains everything that we want to display. So let's go ahead and use the brackets here, and this composable preview needs some rounded brackets as well. And now inside is what we want to display. So I'm just going to display my function, my composable that we created, this unit converter in there. Okay, now we can go to our preview and it will give us our unit converter preview, which takes a few seconds. And then you also have to click on this zoom to fit screen button. It automatically zooms in, and then you should see your unit converter. Okay, so you don't need to press any of those buttons, and you should see your unit converter as well as this little box underneath, which is our outlined text field. So that is what our preview will automatically give us. Now, if I go ahead and add a text in here, so let's say I add another text, which should say result, colon, you can see that it automatically updates our user interface here. Now, I put that into a separate line like this. Okay, and then we saw that earlier where we can add a background to it. Okay, so we can say to the preview by saying show background, and I'm gonna say true, and then you can see we get this white background. All right, and now it's a little more readable. It says unit converter, then our text field, our outlined text field, and then another text underneath our row. Why do I have this row in here? Well, that's because I want to put two items next to each other in between the text and the outlined text field, as we can see in our user interface right here. You can see those two elements. That's what we're going to implement next. Okay, so that's it for this video. See you in the next one.